Welcome to Time In. This is Ricardo Lungus, and with me, as always, is the effervescent Tommy Crenshaw.
Hey, thanks, Ricardo. Great introduction.
Hey, thanks for giving me the honors this week. It was very lovely. It touched my heart.
Well, yeah, everyone wants a good heart touch.
Exactly, Tommy. So, how's the world been treating you? You doing pretty good?
Yeah, no, it's been great. I learned something new. I was trying to do a Zumbo meeting. I think it's a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing one of those, and I happened to put the wrong code in, and I ended up on like some veterinarian conference, and I was just in mute.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah, no, I learned some stuff. I just kept it on, and I'm like, I'm eating my chips, put myself on mute, and they don't even question. There's like a bunch of people in this thing. I guess they're all veterinarians, but they're discussing it. I learned that the dog, it was almost, like the universe was trying to guide me here. And it was that the dogs, when you see a dog scoot his butt on a floor, drag it, and it just looks disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, I thought they were doing it for some sick, fetish, but no, they're doing it for a reason. Is that there's some glands that are in the butthole, like where a hemorrhoid would be for us humans.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah,
no, but it's just biology.
Yeah. Biology. But still, go ahead, Tom.
But the glands, and they release pheromones and smells and scents and stuff like that. And so dogs sniff each other's butts. It's just they release this stuff, but sometimes there's a buildup of this stuff, and it hurts them. It's painful, so they drag the butts across the floors to relieve the pain. They're trying to release all these odors, scents, just to make themselves feel better. So, I'm like, wow. I mean, that's just something we just don't have. We don't have glands in our butts that we got to relieve. Thank God for that.
Very true. Yeah, I agree, Tommy. I don't want to have to relieve some butt glands. That's not what, that's not anything that enters in my head that I would need,
I saw a man at a mall. This was in Orlando, Florida, and he was naked and he was dragging his butt across the floor, and he ended up getting tased by the police, and then he left some puddles.
It's a taser. I mean, that's and plus, that Florida thing, that Florida man stereotype, it has its people that live up to the title. It's what happens. It's what goes on. Down there. I mean, I love Florida. I go down there. At least every 2 to 3 months. Different parts of Florida. Go and have a good time. But there's some crazy folks down there. Some crazy folks in Florida.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying that to slight Florida. I love Florida. Florida's a great place. There's one town I refuse to go to. I won't mention it, but the rest of the towns, it's a fun state. A great sports state.
I agree. But talking about great sports.
Yes.
What about sports that are not so great? I try my best, Tommy, to respect all sports. All the sports I see on the TV, I hear people doing it, lots of my family members do a bunch of different sports.
Yeah, you got the cousin in slam ball.
Exactly. And the windsurfer.
Yeah.
But the thing is, every once in a while I see a sport and I just cannot get into it, Tommy. It just, it just does not make sense to me.
Yeah.
And
Pinewood Derby.
Exactly. Things like that.
Can't get into Pinewood Derby. And I've tried. It's just not entertaining.
Exactly. I don't mind seeing people crashing and stuff.
But, a good Pinewood crash is great. Yeah.
Me and you, we've vacationed before. You see people on the beach. You think they're going to be playing volleyball, but they're not playing volleyball. They're playing badminton. You see people play badminton. On the beach and at home. In the backyards and stuff like that. That's an international sport, Tommy. There are professional badminton players, Tommy, and that just blows my mind. I don't understand why you would dedicate your life to badminton. It doesn't work in my head, because to me, if I was gonna put that much effort into a sport like that, I just play tennis. I personally I would just play tennis. You got a bigger court. Ball's coming at you faster. The net's on the ground. Right. And, you gotta be athletic.
That's the key right there. You mentioned right there. You're talking about a sport like tennis where it's real athletes, and badminton. I mean, there's probably some guys the girls that play other sports that they're good and they just do that for fun. But you're professionals. That's not a real athlete.
Exactly. You ain't gonna see Serena playing badminton. That's all I'm saying.
If Serena played badminton, that'd be like a bloodbath. She'd dominate and destroy everybody.
Exactly. I mean, and they're out there just batting around their little shuttlecocks and whatnot. And you just like bam, bam. I'm sorry, Tommy. It just does nothing for me. And if there's any professional badminton players out there listening, I do not mean to offend. I'm just saying your sport does nothing for me. I don't understand it. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
It's only a sport by the fact that there's a governing body. I really think it's an activity, and we're getting to blur the lines here, because if you have an organized activity and then you get a governing body and then you try to say it's a sport because you score points, or like racing style, you place.
Exactly.
It's like somebody's trying to test the limits of what a sport is, and that to me is an insult. I feel like it's an opportunist moment for non-athletes to almost pretend to be athletes.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. Might as well be a professional cornholer or something like that.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to cornhole. It's a backyard sport. You just be a professional cornholer.
With the axe throwing guys. I mean, that's that's just ridiculous. Come on now.
What's another sport that you don't quite jive with, Tommy?
I'll tell you one I really hate is cricket.
Cricket? You talking about that stuff they play, like in London and the West Indies and stuff like that?
Yeah, they play it in they play it in the West Indies, the East Indies, the North Indies. They play it in all the Indies, I think, but cricket is basically combined lawn bowling, which is great. We agree lawn bowling.
Oh yeah, I love lawn bowling. Love that one.
Combine that and baseball, which baseball is a great sport.
I like some baseball.
Yeah, baseball's good. Wiffle ball and granny shot basketball moves, and then put that on 5 days. And
5 days, Tommy.
Yeah, the original matches are 5 days long. They can be. So it's a confusing just pile of garbage. And so what they did is they decided, okay, 5 days is too long. Because we got to compete. We got to make this interesting. Look, I agree. If I saw an NFL game that lasted 5 days, I'd be glued to my seat. I wouldn't go anywhere. The sport's just that good. It's just high level. If they could do it, which they would kill them. It'd be a bloodbath.
Exactly.
But so they went from the 5 days and they said, we're going to do a 1 day thing. So they do the 1 day thing. And that's working pretty good. And people say, okay, we can at least stay from breakfast. And they got tea breaks and lunch breaks and all this garbage.
Well, at least they let you eat during it. At least they let you do something, during it.
I mean, Mark Sanchez would love that. You eat the hot dog on the sideline and eating the chicken wings when he was at the Eagles. So I mean, there's a place that would like it, but no. So then they decided they're like, we got to compete, so we're gonna do like a 3-hour version, and now the 3-hour version is taking hold, and they got fireworks, they got the cheerleaders, they're doing all this stuff, they're pulling out the bells and whistles, but they're putting icing on a pile of garbage. You got the bowler. They got 2 batters, and you got to knock down a pile of sticks. Yeah, it
sounds weird to me. It doesn't sound like anything I would really want to turn in and watch. Honestly, no. I don't.
You got the pile of sticks, and then you see the paddles. It's like a pizza peel. It's like they pull a pizza out of the oven with, and then they hit the ball like it's the equivalent of like a granny shot in basketball. They go like underhanded. They swing like an underhanded swing. And
that's weird, Tommy.
Yeah, and then the guys that are fielding, they catch the ball with their bare hands, which means the ball is not that tough. It's like a wiffle ball.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you, Tommy. I don't think that's a sport that I'm really into as far as you're describing it. I think I've seen it pop up on like ESPN Ocho or something like that, maybe ESPN 6 or something. I may have watched a little bit of it. I could have nodded off. I don't remember. I just remember I might have seen a little bit of it, and then when I woke up late, it wasn't on anymore.
Yeah. Well, you didn't see the 5-day one. You have seen one of the shorter ones.
Definitely.
Unless you cut it at the end of it, and maybe that's what you did. But the game is named after something that's like an insult to performers. If you hear cricket,
crickets.
Yeah, it's like nobody gives.
You got the crickets at the end. Yeah. I mean, you gotta. I guess you got a game that's a snooze fest, and then you get when you're snoozing, you hear the crickets, and it helps you snooze even a little bit better there.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's you know what it is? It's the chamomile tea of sports.
That's a good one, Tommy. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the white noise of sports.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, but not you can say white because it's international. They got a lot of brown and black people playing.
Oh, okay. It's the ocean noise of sports. The soothing ocean noise. You can hear the whales and they're soothing you to sleep.
Yeah, no, that seems about right. Yeah, whales singing lullabies.
I mean, it's just a whaley lullaby of a sport. I guess some people like it. If there's any professional cricket players out there listening to this, we don't mean any offense. We're just saying that we do not enjoy your sport. That's all we're saying.
It's a silly sport. And some people like it. You got to realize more than 1 billion people watch the sport. It's to us North Americans, we don't understand why y'all don't like venture out into other sports that just are fun. I mean, even like Australia's got the Australian rules football, which I don't always understand, but I realize, man, that's a high octane sport.
Exactly. Yep.
But cricket is not. I mean, like, we got to really redefine these things. It's a leisurely activity played by non-athletic people.
You heard it here first, folks. Australian rules football, much better than cricket. And that's the end of the game. Thanks for clicking. You've been listening to Time In with Ricardo Longus, TTFN.